Is over. So touchdown for Roosevelt.
Now, Brandstedter's keeping his offense on the field to go for two with a 20-19 lead. 1 point doesn't do you too much good. Go for the two.
So at 27 seconds left in the third quarter of play. Roosevelt regains the lead over Reedley with the quarterback keeper just getting over. And the Rough Riders are going to go for two.
Good decision.
Giddings takes the snap, fakes right, goes to the left. Tries to bowl his way in, and the ball comes loose. And the officials say he was short of the goal line. So the try fails, and our score, Roosevelt up by a single point at 20-19 with 27 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
This football game's given us a little bit of everything, Dan.
Well, a rough first quarter has given way to an exciting football game in this North Yosemite League opener between Roosevelt and Reedley. Homecoming night here for Roosevelt High School. Stands on the near side, packed with enthusiasm from students.
They have a lot of the feeder middle schools coming in and had a lot of noise. Very festive atmosphere. Homecoming night, so there's some people close to my age down there too. Everyone's having a good time.
Workington, the deep man, stands at the 10-yard line for the Pirates. And this ball's going to go to him. He's going to grab it at the 14. Right up the middle. He's got plenty of room to run. We've got a penalty flag flying as Workington is brought down at the 42-yard line.
And this is going to come back a ways. Another nice return by Workington.
Two more penalty flags come out after the play.
Might have some offsetting here too. May have to run this one again.
As you see on your screen, the conference taking place in the backfield. They talk over what the three penalty flags were all about.
Holding against Reedley. Offense. Dead ball. Personal foul. Kicking team. Be first down.
Well, there you have it. Holding on the Pirates, but a personal foul call against the Rough Riders.
So I guess things, well, looks like they're trying to remain the same here. I thought on offsetting penalties, the play went over. Okay, now they're going to march off the penalty against Roosevelt and then against Reedley, and then they will turn around and march a penalty back off against Roosevelt. I don't quite know why they do this.
So they march the hold back to the 22-yard line, and the personal foul to bring it back out to the 37.
So, and which begs the question, why don't they just put it at the 37 in the first place?
There are nights I wish this was a call-in show, Fred. 18 seconds left, third quarter. Reedley with the football. Down by a point, 20-19. Their quarterback keeps it, and he's got plenty of room to run. Off to the races, 30-yard line. Tries to get a block, brought down at the 15.
Electrifying play on that quarterback keeper. Roosevelt's defensive line was just froze by that.
What a run. One of the biggest of the night. The quarterback keeper, as you see on the replay here, pulls it back out of the gut of the running back. Off right tackle, and he has all kinds of running room before being hauled in, and now we've got a timeout taken.
Well, that was the final play of the quarter.
You're right. The 7 seconds are up, and that's the end of the third quarter. Our score here at Sunnyside Stadium, the home team, the Roosevelt High Rough Riders, on top 20-19 over the Reedley High Pirates in our North Yosemite League season opener here. Some electric plays. The deep ball, the only pass Roosevelt has thrown all night, sets up their go-ahead touchdown. And then the quarterback keeper on the option turns right around and puts Reedley High 1st and 10 on the 15-yard line.
Yeah, everybody runs back after that long run to get up to the line of scrimmage and be in the last play of the half, coming all the way back.
We're going to take another look at that great run on the option by Gannon Gebaldon, as he had it in the belly of the running back and then pulled it back when he saw daylight, and off he went. Trying to get that block, but as he waited for that block to set up, and it was a good block ultimately by Workington, but that enabled the pursuers to be able to catch up to him again. And he's into the end zone.
And he was untouched.
15-yard run by Gambledon, and that now puts Reedley ahead once again.
That play took 7 seconds. Now I think the Pirates are going to go for 2.
Indeed they are, as Tony Gates keeps his offense out on the field. Wants to see if he can make them difference 7. Seems to be a bit of confusion in the backfield, as Gembelon having to talk to his running backs about the play. Oh, he tried to pull it back, and the defenders were all over him as he is smothered back at the 10-yard line. So the 2-point conversion try fails, and Reedley's lead with 11:53 to play in this ball game is 25-20 over Roosevelt.
So 3 touchdowns scored in just the last few minutes of game play. Defenses, I think, are getting a little bit tired now, too, with the pounding of the game.
Well, we've had some impressive lightning strikes here, and I don't mean in the sky, I mean on the field. A tremendous long run on the option play for Reedley after the long pass, their only pass thrown all night by the Rough Riders that set up the touchdown that put them ahead. A lead that didn't last very long.
Now, as usual, Roosevelt's done their film study pretty well, and they know that Reedley likes to play some games on kickoff, so they're crowding the ball here. Reedley's going to do the quick and then do the fake out, go back and try it again.
For my money, the best offside kick I have ever seen was in a Colorado-Nebraska rivalry game years ago, when the kicker just kicked a line drive off the chest of the Nebraska up man that bounced right back to the kicker.
Wow. And he held on to it.
Kick takes a Reedley bounce, and Giddens had to dive on that football at the 19-yard line before the Pirates could get to it.
Yeah, you know, you have a nice
slow getting up off the turf.
Be a bit of a problem for the Riders at this point. You know, you have a good kickoff, Dan, when the ball hits the ground between the 15 and 20-yard line, and then that's when the fun begins with everybody coming down at full speed.
So tough field position for Roosevelt as they're going to begin this drive from their own 17-yard line, trailing 25-20 with 11:52 to play in the game. Riders, the defending North Yosemite League champions, trying to open up NYL play in 2019 with a win tonight. The rebuilding Reedley High Tigers would like to send a message to the rest of the league that that rebuilding job is well on its way.
Dan, I'm not going to correct you because I agree with you, but there would be Fresno High fans that would say, wait a minute, you two, we were co-champions with Roosevelt last year, which is a fact, but when both teams end up tied, in my opinion, you win the head-to-head competition, you're the champion. And Roosevelt beat Fresno High in the pig game. So yes,
both 4-1 last year in NYL play. That Hoover loss was a big loss last year for the Rough Riders. Otherwise, and I think they were a heavy favorite going into that game.
Yes,
wild snap back to the 5-yard line. Giddens trying to run out of harm's way. 4 defenders around him, and he is yanked out of bounds at the 7. First time all night long we have seen a snap go awry in the Wildcat formation for Roosevelt.
Giddens getting up slowly, but he is up.
Well, he took a hit on that kickoff return, and I think he is still smarting a little bit.
Well, he was taken down hard on that play, too.
And he was as well, you're right.
So that's going to be a 3rd down and 21 yards to go, and things are looking pretty good for the Pirates right now.
Riders out of the Wildcat once again. 7 in the box. Giddens looking for running room. Comes to the near side, cuts back up the center, and is hauled down. Now he is dragging tacklers, but he is about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
And a flag just comes into the air at the end of the play. So let's see what the officials have to say about this.
I thought I saw a flag come out as well, but I don't see it now.
Personal foul.
Personal foul. Charged the Reedley Pirates.
States is very unhappy. You have a 3rd down and 21. The Riders have the ball at their own 7-yard line. They stop them short. And then a penalty on 3rd down.
I don't think I've been in a game and seen this many personal fouls.
First down.
This is 4 or 5 tonight. But the penalty will bring the ball all the way to the Roosevelt 43-yard line. 1st and 10, Rough Riders. Giddens to the near side, cuts back, brought down after a gain of 3.
And he has taken some hits.
We'll take another look at that. As you see, Giddens cutting back up, trying, and he was about 4 yards shy of the first down marker. Dragging 2 defenders with him. Couldn't see the personal foul there. Not sure exactly what happened. 2nd down and 9. Giddens sacked in the backfield. A big loss back to the 36-yard line.
And that was a wrestling double-leg takedown there.
That was a huge loss and a big play for the Reedley defense. 9:05 remaining to play.
Over at Ratcliffe, Bullard had just scored and then failed on a 2-point conversion. Memorial has a 27-25 lead in the 4th quarter.
3rd and 13. Nose of the football at the Roosevelt 40. Riders trailing 25-20. Valenzuela on the rollout. Throws, hit as he snags the football, and out it comes. It is incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And I think they're going to punt it away on this one. As Woody Hayes used to say, when you go back to pass, 3 things can happen and 2 of them aren't good.
That's right. Didn't affect Don Coryell, but for Woody Hayes, yeah, that was concerning.
Well, Dan, if I had the choice of hanging out with Don Coryell or Woody Hayes, it would be the airman, no doubt about it.
Absolutely. A lot of people pushing hard to get him into the College Football Hall of Fame.
I see no reason why he wouldn't be.
Built that San Diego State program. That's something that should happen. Punt is away. Pirates are going to let it roll, and it is grabbed by one of the Roosevelt players at the 28-yard line, and that's where Reedley will start their next possession.
As good as Don Coryell did with San Diego State, the reason that I think he should be in the Hall of Fame is he was a winning coach at Whittier University. And if you can win at Whittier, the team name is the Poets. if you can win a football game, not just a game, but have a winning team called the Poets, you're a heck of a football coach.
Well, George Allen was there before him.
Yep. Cradle of coaches.
Mm-hmm. It goes to Alvarez, and he is stopped for a loss of a couple of yards.
Well, one thing Roosevelt was able to, capture a first down and give their defense a little bit of rest, the ones that don't play both ways. 2nd and 10, we're coming to 8 minutes left in this football game.
And the Pirates would certainly like to make the clock their 12th man. 7:54 to play in this game. Operating out of the pistol formation. Just a straight handoff to Danny Cortez, and he is stopped at about the line of scrimmage. No, stopped for a loss of about 3 yards.
His last 2 defensive plays for the Riders have been amongst the best plays they've had this half.
Brings up 3rd down and 11 for the Pirates, and a big 3rd down at that. Quarterback looking to throw. He's got a man wide open, and he bobbles the football and drops it. Danny Cortez had plenty of room to run.
Yeah, he had a lot of green in front of him. Looked like he had at least first down yardage, unless it would have been a good open field tackle.
That is one play that the Pirates have to wish they had to do over again, because that was a golden opportunity for them.
First down yardage, and it stopped the clock.
So with 6:57 to play, the Pirates will punt this football away.
Oh, are you kidding me?
And we may have a roughing the kicker penalty. There is a penalty flag out. There was contact.
That was so incidental, and
There was contact, and
if they put roughing the kicker on this one,
There are a pair of penalty flags out. Vince Brandstetter is out on the field.
Well, they call it running into the kicker. It's a 5-yard penalty.
Gesturing and hollering at the officials, and the line judge is telling him to step back.
5-yard penalty. It's a 5-yarder. That's all.
League,
he held that.
And some of those guys that flop would be embarrassed of that one. I mean, I could see if somebody is not refereed before, but come on.
I'm coming.
Well, there you saw the penalty call.
San Joaquin Memorial's answered Bullard's touchdown to go up 33-25, yet they missed their extra point attempt to keep the Knights within a score and a 2-point conversion to tying things up. Well, fortunately, they did not call roughing the kicker on that one.
So the discussion between the official and the Roosevelt head coach, Vince Brandstetter, concludes. And we're going to punt this one away once again. This time from the 32-yard line. It bounces and
it's kind of a neutral bounce there, wasn't it?
Pirates at the 40.
See, Dan, that's one of the things that's kind of fun here, because you and I can get away with things that network announcers could not. See, no matter how bad a call is, when you're watching one of the college or NFL games, you'll have these announcers. Well, you know, I can see that why he called that. Good call, Kurt. Good call. We don't have to do that. I thought that was a terrible call, and I'm sticking with it. If Tim Mathers, White Hat, wants to argue with me, I'm open to discussion.
So the Rough Riders, trailing by 5, start this drive from their own 40-yard line with 6:32 to play in this game at Sunnyside Stadium. The give to Giddings, trying to bull his way. He's picked up 13, 14, 15 yards before finally being hauled down at the Reedley 43-yard line.
And Dan, after contact, he still churned forward for another 5 or 6 on that.
To say he has been impressive tonight is a tremendous understatement.
No doubt.
It goes to Giddings, wrapped up at about the line of scrimmage, but still manages to pick up 3 yards.
Well, when you have a run like that last one, after the Riders broke their huddle, the linemen were like bouncing back to the line of scrimmage. That puts a little bit more giddy up in everybody's step.
And we noticed on the last possession that Giddings was tackled hard on the kickoff return. He was tackled very hard, flung out of bounds, and we're seeing a lot of white tape on that left ankle, which we did not notice earlier in the night. Giddings to the near side, driven out of bounds, shy of the first down.
Got about
so that'll
4
bring
on
up
that.
a 3rd down and about 4 from the 35-yard line. 5:28 to play. Riders on the move, trailing by 5, 25-20. Reedley with 7 in the box. Valenzuela up under center. The give to Giddings as he hits his own man in the backfield and is brought down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. That's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down. They got about 3 yards to go on that. I think we're going to see the ball in Gittins' hands again.
Yeah, they have not hesitated to go for it with 6 or fewer yards to go all night long. They will do it out of the 2 receivers near side. Giddings.
Oh, he's got
Stopped
nowhere to go.
in the backfield, actually ran into his own man, and 2 defenders were able to bring him down back at the 40-yard line.
Big play for the Reedley defense, and they had a good idea what was going on. They had 9 guys right at close to the point of contact. They had really jammed the line on that.
So the ball's turned over on downs to the Reedley High Pirates at the 41-yard line. Correction, their own 39-yard line. .440 to play, and certainly the Pirates would love to work that clock down. The give.
And that's
going to Cortez, and he picks up almost 8, maybe 9 yards.
Well, when they can pick up 8 or 9 yards on 1st down and keep that clock moving, the Pirates are in a real good place right now.
2nd down and 2 for the Pirates. Out at the 48-yard line. Give going to Cortez. He is across the 50, and he's got the 1st down. Pirates getting a very good push up front from that offensive line, springing those backs as they are running the football very effectively.
And it's been years since the Pirates will be at 500 6 games into the season, and they're smelling it now. The Rough Riders are looking if they can slow the Tigers down to the Pirates down to a short gain. Look for them to start using their timeouts.
What a costly and what a key play that was. I don't know if costly is the right word. That ended the first half with Giddings at the 1-yard line being brought down on the long, long run. This is Gabaldon, the quarterback, as he's down to about the 36-yard line.
Well, yeah, I'd forgotten all about that until right where you brought it up, and these are things that give coaches nightmares. You do not forget about stuff like that as long as your coaching life is going on, and sometimes 40 years later.
Pirates looking to the sideline for the play call.
And they're taking their time now.
3 minutes on the clock, now inside of 3 minutes to play. Reedley on top 25-20. Give goes to Max Alvarez. And a penalty flag comes flying after he is brought down.
He is brought down by his, that was either a horse collar or a face mask on the Rough Riders.
Officials confer, and let's get the call.
Personal foul, face mask.
Yeah, that helmet went in a completely different direction.
So the two teams march as the officials march off the distance of the penalty down to the 21-yard line. 2:43 to play. 1st and 10, Reedley. That was a very costly penalty for the Rough Riders. Ball at the 21-yard line. Taking his time with the cadence, letting that clock run down. It's at 2:19. Quarterback's going to keep it. And he is brought down, picked up about 5 yards. That'll keep the clock moving at 2:09.
Couple of squares here, Dan. Minarets leads the Parlor Panthers over in Parlor 34-20 in the fourth quarter. Dinuba holds a 21-20 lead over CVC at the half. That's a old score, as is this one. Orange Cove, Tony Gates' old team, leads the Fowler Fred Cats 14-0 at the half. Fireball leads Tranquility 34-6 late in the game. Little surprising here down in Exeter. Kingsburg and the Exeter Monarchs are tied 14-14. Kerman has defeated Chowchilla 35-28. That's 2 wins in a row for the Lions. And out at LaMonica Stadium, the Clovis Cougars have come back from a 14-point deficit to defeat the Clovis East Timberwolves 24-21. Riverdale Christian beat Fresno Christian 56-34. Clovis West defeated the undefeated Clovis North Broncos 41-13, which surprises me. Last night, Edison defeated Madera South 40-21. Sunnyside shut out McLean 41-0. Central beat Buchanan 41-20 after being down 20-6 midway in the second quarter. And that is a football roundup so far.
Interesting stuff. Thanks, Fred. Pirates over the football, 2nd down and 5 from the 16. Ball's on the ground, loose. Reedley on top of it. And we have a timeout called by the Roosevelt Rough Riders.
They will have one left.
And as we mentioned, we're with you twice next week. Thursday night, we've got Fresno High and Sunnyside in NYL action. That's at 7:30. And next Friday night, our game is Hoover and Roosevelt. Our coverage here on CMAC begins at 7:30. And we certainly want to thank the Sunnyside High Video Production Academy. Katie McQuone and her students doing a great job out here, bringing you some terrific pictures.
Well, it appears that Bullard has scored again, and once again, Samuaki Memorial stuffed them on a 2-point conversion. So the Panthers lead the Knights 33-31 over at Ratcliffe Stadium. Having a kicking game is so important.
Two teams heading back out onto the field now. 2 minutes left in this one. Reedley on top, 25-20. Look at a 3rd and 6 at the 17-yard line. Big play for the Pirates here. 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Quarterback's going to keep it, evades one potential tackler. Looks as though he's got the first down, and it looks as though he's down inside the 10-yard line. Roosevelt has taken another timeout.
Oh, the ball is spotted. Yeah, that's first down yardage for sure. It's officially a first down now, and the Rough Riders after this are out of timeouts, and all the Pirates have to do is take a knee 3 times, and they can get out of here with their 3rd win of the season.
A minute 51 stands between the Reedley High Pirates and victory in this North Yosemite League opener. We want to thank our sponsor, the State Center Community College District, including Fresno City College, Clovis Community College, Reedley College, Madera Community College Center, and Oakhurst Community College Center. Learn more about their free college program at sccccd.edu. Well, Reedley talking it over on the far side around Tony Gates and staff. Vince Brandstetter and staff talking with the Roosevelt Rough Riders down on the near sideline. And you see they're working on the victory formation there. Fred, the Pirates are actually practicing the victory formation over there on the far side.
Don't blow it. Secure the ball. Take the knee.
A minute 51 on the clock, and Reedley has just secured a big first down. And you actually see their quarterback and coach talking, and the quarterback showing the coach that he knows how to take a knee.
And they have an offensive free safety here, too.
Absolutely. And there they get into that victory formation that will involve taking a knee and letting the clock run down. And there you see it, the first of what will be 3. (25-20) our score, and Reedley going to take the knee 3, potentially 4 times to run this one out.
Yeah, they're going
to secure a big victory to open North Yosemite League play.
They're going to stand and wait to see that referee's arm go up when he looks at the clock before they snap the ball. Yep, his arm's up now. They'll snap it.
This will be a bitter loss for Vince Brandstetter and his staff and players.
Oh, yeah, they had several leads in the game. And as you said, so many mistakes that they made tonight. A costly fumble, and have to regroup, come back a week from tonight and play Hoover over at McLean Stadium. And you know, the bleeding's going to stop somewhere.
Yeah, they will toss and turn in their sleep about that play that ended the first half.
Yep.
In which Dijon Giddens was running for the end zone, and a tremendous effort by the Reedley defensive back. Clipped his shoe and brought him down to the 1-yard line.
And that's going to be it.
That's going to do it. The clock down to 11 seconds. Players heading off to their respective benches. And the Reedley High Pirates are going to win this one, the opener in North Yosemite League play, by a 25-20 final over the defending co-champs of the North Yosemite League, the Roosevelt High Rough Riders. And penalty flags are flying over some Roosevelt players who were around the officials. And now Vince Brandstetter is going to do some venting at the officials down at about the 35-yard line. His players now are going to line up for the traditional post-game handshake at midfield.
And you seldom see Coach Brandstetter after a game doing that, and but after some of the things that happened, his frustrations just boiled over on him. I can't blame him at all.
Well, a big win for the Reedley High School Pirates to open NYL play, and a very bitter defeat for the Roosevelt Rough Riders. There are going to be plays. They are going to lament for the remainder of the season and probably weeks and months to come. And this continues more building blocks in the rebuilding of the Reedley High program, and a tremendous win for them going into the league half of the 10-game regular season.
Well, you're so correct on that, Dan. This was a big win for Reedley. You know, they're going 3-3 now, and heading. You can see them down there. They just have not experienced this in a long time. A real.
Well, of course, they had to teach the quarterback how to take a knee. When have we seen that?
Yeah, practicing a victory formation.
Yeah.
But this is huge for that program, and a lot of young players here. They're really going to be able to build on this now. And again, just a crushing defeat. You can see the Rough Riders just going down, and my heart goes out to them. I see how hard these young men work, and what a bitter defeat this is.
Well, our final 25-20, the Reedley High Pirates pulling off a big win to open NYL play. We want to thank our sponsor, the State Center Community College District, including Fresno City College, Clovis Community College, Reedley College, Madera Community College Center, and Oakhurst Community College Center. Be sure to learn more about their free college program at sccd.edu. Of course, there were some big-time players tonight. Dijon Giddings. And we are going to check out a few more messages here from CMAC and come back after that with more of the highlights. Over Roosevelt High here, putting a damper on Roosevelt High's homecoming, but boy, there have been some riders that have not had bigger games in their careers than Dijon Giddings did tonight in a losing effort. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of tonight's action. And one of the interesting things was they were running Roosevelt out of the Wildcat most of the night. Dijon Giddings right there picking up a lot of yardage.
Yeah, I'd like to see his stats at the end of this game.
Reedley working out of the option, and they too, they're getting into the end zone for a touchdown late in the second half, as they were very impressive with the option. Didn't throw a whole lot. Neither team, well, Roosevelt only threw once.
Twice.
But,
had an incomplete
correct.
pass.
That's true. You're right. And we saw some very interesting run plays, and now you look at the Reedley players across the way gathering in celebration with coaches and parents and fans, and what a big win for them. We'll be back with a couple of games next week. Of course, join us Thursday night here on CMAC when we will be on at 7:30 for the Fresno High Sunnyside game. And you like the way Sunnyside's looking?
Yeah, Sunnyside, the record's 2-4. They played a tough non-league schedule. And last night just pounded McLean over at McLean 41-0. This team has got talent. They got talent, they got speed, and they have athleticism and size. One of the biggest teams I've seen out of Sunnyside in recent years, and it's going to be a tough game for the Warriors next week.
And next Friday night, we've got Hoover High and Roosevelt. The Riders looking to bounce back against the Patriots, who are playing well. Both those games 7:30 here on CMAC. So for the coach, Fred Clark, I am Dan Taylor. Our final score here at Sunnyside Stadium, the Reedley High Pirates 25, Roosevelt 20. Thanks for joining us on CMAC for high school football.